Oh yeah. Check, check, check. Here we go. Black Orpheus. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hopefully your Tuesday is doing all right. Mine was, and it is long. After this stream tonight, I have another thing about 9:30 till 11. So that'll be good though. It's kind of a fun thing. So that should be fun. Anyway, we'll just play a little bit. People, if you're tuning in, just make sure to say what's up in the chat. Say hi and let me know things you want to hear for future Friday streams, or you can just ask questions, anything like that. Tonight is definitely more of a lesson / masterclass. So if you're tuning in on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube, whatever it is, just say what's up so I know you're there. All right, different chord styles. We're focusing tonight more on the left hand and what you can do with the left hand to make your songs sing a little bit better. So we'll just play through a few things and let people trickle on in here. I do have to cut this stream off a little shorter tonight, so to get to this thing, I need to be leaving by like an hour or less than an hour from now. So anyway, if there's anything you want to hear, let me know, and we can just kind of play it right now while we just wait for some people to tune in. And if we have a really small crowd tonight, that's fine too. We'll just kind of go through the everythings anyway. Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Man, I think I want to do something a little less sad. This song is so minory. Let's go somewhere else. Anyone have a request they want to hear? We can talk about these different styles. Let me know. Whatever you want. Maybe something bluesy, or maybe something just like more in a major key. Sounds good. What did we do last time? Yeah, all those songs are good. Let's see what we got here. Man, all these songs, they all feel just so dreadful right now. All right. I got one. This is a good song. This is kind of like a drinking song. It's called Straight No Chaser. Bluesy song. Fricky Monk. Hey, what's up, Grandmama? Hey, how's it going, Liesel? And Evan, Fricky, what's up, dude? Let me know about this weekend, man, if that might work for that piano thing. You want to hear some salsa, Grandma? Hey, Leslie. Oh, this is funny. So, most of you people in chat have just been like texting, emailing with like in the last hour. It's great. Nice to see you here. And yes, we can definitely do some salsa and things like that. I'm going to do more of that, honestly, next week, but we can kind of dabble in it tonight. Next week's topic is more of the left-hand rhythms and stuff in salsa music, because you can do all kinds of, but it's the two parts working together. It's the rhythm that really makes it. So we'll talk about a little bit more in depth about the left hand instead of just the right alone. So let's get on to the overhead here as well. All right. So we'll get to that Latin stuff in a second. Like I said, that last song was Straight No Chaser, Thelonious Monk. And we're talking left-hand stuff tonight and next week. So what are some things you can do in a song to fill it out? And we're going to talk about some different styles, too, not just all jazz and Latin, too. So we'll do some pop songs, some rock songs, maybe even some almost like spiritual type stuff, depending on how much time we have tonight. So for this song, Straight No Chaser, pretty cool bluesy tune. What you can do for this song is just play with the left hand root and fifth. This is kind of a New Orleans style, I would call it, from people I've heard play it. The person who actually heard it from and learned it from is actually Harry Connick Jr., who people think of him as an actor sometimes, or as a singer, but he's actually a really good piano player. So I listened to play the song Caravan, and I was like, what the heck is he doing? It's like, oh my gosh, it's just the root and the fifth of the chord. That's pretty cool. And so if we play that the entire time on all these chords, it's actually a really good way. It's very open sounding thing and sounds really nice. And all these are just the root on the bottom. So if your root is an F chord, and then the fifth is C, and so on and so on and so on for all the chords. So I'll just play through that. You can just see how that sounds. It's pretty great. It's like, hey. Oh, nice. Mona, what's up? Glad you're tuning in. Hey, Larry. How's it going? That's one style you can do in just about any song, and just play with the chords that go, maybe a little rhythm if you want to. Have fun with it. Do whatever you want. And we did another style as well. We did stride, which is hitting the root and then the chord. Levi. Hey, man. It's been a while. Hey, man. Good to see you here. Cool. Some of this stuff is stuff that you could totally learn down the road if you want, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. What are you going to be for Halloween? And David got here anyway. There's a lot of questions coming in here in the chat. New people joining in. Thank you all for being here. Evan asks, the turnaround is 3-6-2-5. Yeah, ish. I mean, it does 3-6-2-5 and then just 1. Normally it does 3-6-2-5, 1-6-2-5-1 to get back to the top in double time. But yeah, it is the 3-6. A minor 7, D7, G minor 7, C7, and then back to F7. Actually, I just asked Levi this, but what are you all going to be for Halloween? Sometimes the scariest answer might be yourselves, right? You don't have to there's no trick-or-treating this year, but you can still dress up. I'm going to be, if I can find this costume, it disappeared. I really have no idea where it is. There's this undead skeleton, I don't know, almost looks like a football player or something like that costume. But if that doesn't turn up, I have most of King George from Hamilton, and I will be performing his song as well on the Friday stream before Halloween. So in any case, that should be a fun time. All right. So, David says, I'm going to be invisible for Halloween. Nice. I like it. Second style you can do in basically any song. It doesn't matter if it's rock, pop, jazz, Latin. You can do what's called stride style, which is root, chord, or root fifth. And that keeps a little bit more of a rhythm going instead of the first style, just root 5. And I'm just using this one song, Straight No Chaser, as an example. But you can do this on literally any song, and we'll get to another tune in a second. And let's talk about one other thing you can do on here, which is walk and bass. And again, this is all left-hand stuff we're really talking about tonight for the most part. And walk and bass is when you move from the first chord to the second, and then third and fourth, and so on, and you use the notes in between the chords to get to them. So the first chord's F, the second is B flat. We only have 4 beats, so we got to get there somehow. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's B flat. And any bass players in the audience, David, know all about this, but everyone else is, and Evan, you've done walk and bass too, man. Shoot. So, and that sounds really good as well. So let's do a bit of all three. So we've got fifths, we've got stride, and walk. And we'll put that all in the tune. We'll do a little soloing in the right hand just for fun, but remember, this is all left hand focused stuff. And the thing with this too is that this is something it's good to know if you are a singer, if you are a ukulele player, guitar player, bass player, piano player, organ player, whatever instrument you play. It's really important to know these sounds, and you could recognize what they are and go, oh, they're doing that thing. Cool. It's a language. It's a vocabulary. We're learning all these new ways of communicating. And if someone says, hey man, can you do some stride bass instead? And they're like, huh? Like, what does that mean? That's the thing. Root. It's like, oh, stride bass. Oh, cool. Got that. No problem. But some people don't know what that means. And hey, that's okay too. So anyway, here's the same tune, and then we're going to switch to another song and check out these same 3 styles. So we'll start with the fifths. We'll go to stride, and then walk. Here we go. And don't forget, one of the most important things you do for your endings of a song, endings are the most important for any song you do. No one remembers all the middle stuff. They go, oh, that was great. That was great. You could have messed it all up. Doesn't matter what it was. Everyone's like, wow, that was so amazing. What a good job. And then your ending is important. So one of my favorite endings is to just do this. Great ending. It's great. And it's a lot of fun. You know, when we were all playing the piano when we were younger, Levi, like yourself, it's a lot of fun just to like, bang and smash around on the piano. And it's like, heck yeah, do that, do that. But that's like, wait, you can do that for an ending too? Or just, randomly? It's like, yeah, you sure can. You can do whatever you want. All right, let's switch songs here. Let's see, what other tunes did we have? Oh, yeah, so also I'm pulling from, it was just about a month ago on, what was it, the 15th of last month, we did the right-hand stylistic things that you can do in different songs. We did Scarborough Fair, Misty, and Autumn Leaves, which we're going to check out right now as Autumn Leaves. So if you have the chart and you want to pull it up in your real books or look it up online, absolutely do that. And we're going to do it in the key of A minor as the first chord. It's not the key we're in, though. The key we're in is actually E minor. All right. And then we'll get to that Latin stuff here, I think, after this. So, we got what the autumn leaves. This key is way too high for me, isn't it? And what I'm doing in the left hand is those fifths again. Sounds pretty darn good. And this is something I mix in so many different styles when I'm playing a song. And when I listen to some people that I love to hear play, like John Cleary or Dr. John, Chick Corea, Herbie Hancock, Elaine Elias, the list just goes on and on and on. I always listen for the little things that they're doing because there's all these different styles you can do. But again, if you know the language and you know like what the thing is, you can hear it and you can pick it out and go, ooh, I'm going to give that a try. That sounds pretty cool to me. So that was the fifths. So we'll go ahead and do the stride next. Also super fun. And again, it takes a while to get these chords and get used to just be able to go through them. And also, like, being able to talk while you do it is a whole nother thing. If you try to have a conversation when you're just learning something, you're like, oh my goodness. You can't do both sometimes. That's another learned skill, you could say. Thank you, Wine Bar, for that experience. Appreciate that. And the last style we talked about was the swing style, the walking bass. let's do all three. Fifths, and then stride bass, which is like you're striding up and down the piano like this, and then that walking bass. And there's the womp again. One of my new favorite people to listen to is, I mean, it's very, very poppy, is Jared Radnich, Jarrod. And Jared Radnich plays just cover songs. He just covers, I mean, movie themes like Pirates of the Caribbean, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, TV shows, things like that. And, what does he do? He does Queen. He does Journey. He does all these different things. But he does some really amazing versions of them. He's a virtuosic classical piano player and just arranges them so cool. And I hear him do all kinds of fun little tricks and things in there. I'm like, ooh, I want to try that. I want to try that. Check it out. Check it out. So anyway, if you want to listen to him, he's a fun person. Always enjoy his stuff. Liesel, thanks. Who knew Autumn Leaves could sound so good? They are here, right? It's kind of a perfect time to be doing a song like that. So we're going to stay on Autumn Leaves, but we're going to go ahead and go to Latin style. Just as a teaser for next week. Next week is going to be all the left-hand Latin stuff. So if you're into that or know someone that might be interested, let them know and just forward them the link to YouTube or Facebook or Twitch. Last week we had a few Twitch viewers, and the week before that too. But tonight I think it's just maybe my admins hanging out there on their lonesome. But that's all good. So we're going to keep this a short stream again. We're just going to do another maybe 15 minutes or so, unless anyone has some questions they want answered. I've got to get ready for a hockey game, actually. So, and that's going to start like in an hour from now, and then it's probably in about an hour and a half. So late night here. Anyway, so Autumn Leaves, we're going to play just the chords, but we're going to check out some Latin salsa styles, and then we're going to mash up all this stuff we've been doing. So those 3 different left-hand styles you can do, plus some Latin. And I've got some other things to talk about as well, but, there's never enough room for everything. So you never know. Sean, yeah, silent over there? For sure, dude. But hey, last week was crazy. Peely Peely tuned in, huge StarCraft streamer, and got some other folks just kind of randomly coming in, so it's great. So first off, let's just play the chords of the A section, the first section of the song. Sounds pretty good. The autumn leaves drift by my window. The falling leaves of red and gold. So, if we put the Latin flair into that, which we'll get into here in just a second, it's going to sound something like this. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Sounds pretty good, and it's still autumn leaves. Now, if I knew Spanish, I would sing that in Spanish, and then all of a sudden the whole feel just like gets in there, you know? It's good stuff. So, what were we doing there? We were doing a mix of what we'll get into next week, but again, just 5 minutes or so on this. So the right hand's doing a montuno, which we talked about a month ago. You can check it out on the YouTube channel. Just look me up. Just look up Jazz Piano Ryan, and you can see me on the YouTube, or just to youtube.com/Jazz Piano Ryan. You'll see all these Tuesday streams, all of the Friday night ones as well. And at some point, I'm not sure when I'm going to have time to do it. Maybe Thanksgiving or Christmas break, I'm going to edit the heck out of all those, or maybe get someone to do it for me and just get only the music part of it so people can just check it out if they want to do the music stuff. So anyway, the Latin stuff. Right hand's doing what's called a montuno. And the rhythm is the same. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. And this is a great thing to learn just by listening to the music, you know. A teacher of mine did actually write out some stuff at one point, and it was really, really hard to learn it. Wicked hard to do it. But, you know, we figured it out. It took like months and months and months. I think like 5 months maybe to sort of get it-ish. And then the next time he showed me a Latin thing, he was just like, hey, here it is. And he just showed me, and I was like, oh, that's so much easier. Why did I have to read it? You know, it's so much easier just to hear it. But maybe it's because I had been through the ringer at that point. I don't know. Anyway, the left hand is doing what's called a tumbao bass. There's typically two styles of bass you do in Latin. One is bossa nova, and one is tumbao, which is more of the like samba based stuff, like the faster, more exciting stuff. And that's what we're doing in the left hand. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty funky rhythm. You're starting on beat 1, and then after that, you never hit beat 1 ever again. So the beat's going like this, you know. We're just going, you know, 1, 3, 4. So you're coming on 1, 2, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, 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 4. It just keeps it going. And that rhythm, with all the different percussion instruments and things from south of the border all link together to make that sound so good. So you've got the timbales, you've got the percussion player, the conga player, maybe a kit player too. You got guitar, maybe piano and bass. All of them are amplifying the same rhythm. And it's, again, just something to listen to. I had a buddy, oh my God, back in college. He was trying to get me to learn this really hard Latin stuff, and I'd never really listened to any of it before. The briefest thing with my teachers back in high school. And he said, hey, you should learn this stuff, man. We should play it. It's great. I'm like, yeah, it's really cool. I had no idea how to play any of it. And he said, hey, so what I need you to do is just need to learn all of the percussion parts. Just learn how to play all of them. I didn't know how to play percussion. I had no idea, I could hit a cowbell or something, but I didn't know any rhythms. So many years later, maybe 6 years later, something like that, I finally learned those things. So if you're feeling daunted by Latin music, it took me about 6 years to get a handle on it, and not even more than that until I actually started a Latin band, and we played it all the time, and then it was just, faster then. But years, this stuff takes a long time, takes a lot of practice. It looks easy now because I'm just playing it, right? But it was not easy always. Just like playing C on the piano was not easy always. I had no idea where that was when I was a kid. I just learned a song by ear off the radio called Celestial Soda Pop, which was something like, what was it? And I don't know what rock band that is. I can't remember. I looked it up once, and it got way more complicated than that. But little did I know, I was doing the same style as a kid. I was playing Route 5, the same one we've been talking about tonight, and then played the melody in the right hand. It's like, oh, cool. Sean, if you remember that, dude, we were coming back in the car. We were like little kids. Like, I would have been 3 or 4, so you'd have been like 2 years older than whatever that age was. And I just jumped out of the car. It was just like in my head, went up to the piano and figured it out for however long it took. I don't even know. I have no clue. Kids don't have time reference, Anyway, so let's go ahead and delve into a little bit here on pop music. And another couple things you can always do if you're just getting into songs and chords and things like that, and you're not sure what to do, all these seem a little too complicated, that's okay. They are. Were we still in Wheat Ridge then? No, we were. That was like we just moved. Actually, maybe it was a little older than that. Maybe it was right before I started playing piano, so maybe 5, 6 years old. We just moved to Boulder. So you would have been 7, 8, somewhere in there. So we're going to look at another song here. We're going to look at Adele song. So we're going to look at the Someone Like You, which actually, if I have the words, that'll help. Then I can actually play them a little bit. What is it, under Someone or under A for Adele? Let's see here. All right. So let me track. I have these lyrics here. Where are you? Is it under someone else's name? Yeah, maybe it is. Oh, nope, they've disappeared. That's okay. I sort of know some of them. So this song, and actually most songs you can just play the chords in your left hand however you want. Play the root on the bottom, third, fifth. Play 3 notes. If there's a 7th, ignore it. Take it out of there. Get it out of there. Most of the time you do not need the 7th in any of your songs. Doesn't even sound good a lot of the time. So, the chords. We'll actually do this one, not the inversion. That chord's A, C sharp minor, F sharp minor, D. So major chord, minor, minor, major. The cool thing about these chords too, the A major and the D major look the exact same. They got a black note in the middle. And the two minor chords in the middle are the exact opposite. They have a white note in the middle. They're like an Oreo. Cookie, frosting cookie. So you got some things happening there that are, you can kind of see visually maybe. And if you just play that song, if you listen to the song, you're like, well, that's not how she's playing. It's like, no, but you can play that song or any song you want, just playing the chords. What is it? I heard that you settled down, that you, no, 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 Papa. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. It's already pretty fun just to play along with that and just jam the chords. And she does something quite simple with that. She realized that A and C sharp have two notes in common. They have these top two are the bottom two. The other difference is this high one, which is, if we put it down an octave, is really close to the other one. So we can just go here. And then F sharp's here, and F sharp to D, the bottom notes and the top notes are the same again. So we can just change one note to get to those chords. So now you only have to do one change. So you do a regular chord, and what's called an inversion, and then a regular chord, and then an inversion. And this should actually sound like a lot of other songs. This should sound like Adele. It should sound like the Office theme. And I mean, about a million others. It sounds like Heart and Soul. It sounds like Don't Stop Believin'. This goes back to my pop chord progression like a few weeks back too as well. They're all the same chords. They're the same chord progression. So let's play the Office theme. Let's play Adele. It's like, hey, we're just arpeggiating. We're going back and forth on all the notes. I heard that you settled down, that you had a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Don't remember the rest of the words, but it doesn't matter to you. Pretty great. And the left hand's just doing the roots. You don't have to move your hand. You can just put your thumb on A and just do that. It's pretty cool. And then the list goes on, all kinds of different songs have that same chord progression. Most popular songs that we know are that same chords, maybe in a different order, but same ones. So that style in the left hand is roots, and that's it, roots. And that's it. The right hand was doing arpeggios, and you could interchange that. You could play roots up here, arpeggios in the left. Pretty fun stuff. And that is the key that Adele does sing it in, and the key of A is your first chord. And the key it's in, too, ironically. They're not always the same. So, any questions? or does anyone want me to go over something else again? You can always look back through the video if you want to look at it. Facebook, it'll be up almost immediately after, and Twitch almost immediately. YouTube takes about a day sometimes for these videos that are over 45 minutes. So any questions or anything like that anyone has, let me know in the chat. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. And I got to get changed, put context in, all this good stuff. There's a few other tricks you can do, of course. Actually, if I listed the amount of tricks you can do for the right hand or left hand or just other little things, it just keeps going. It's amazing how many things there are, and it seems daunting at first, but you just start with one. You just start with one thing that you like, whatever that is. Maybe it's just you play roots in the left hand, you play the chord in the right hand. Maybe that's all you do, Maybe you play the chords in the left hand and play some stuff, single notes in the right hand. It's all about having fun. And if you ever need any assistance or anything, I do teach lessons. You can always hit me up and grab a lesson sometime, or even just have a little conversation in a chat. I know some of you already do take lessons with me, or others, we've talked about that already, but yeah, that's what I'm here for. And these Tuesday nights are really for you all. So I've had some really cool suggestions from my viewers, from you guys. And if there's anything else you'd like to hear, you let me know. I have next week, so I had through the end of this month, so that's just next week, planned out in terms of like what I was going to talk about. But starting November, which is November the 3rd is the Tuesday, I don't have an exact thing I'm thinking about. So if there's any topics you want to hear, they could seem like they're really simple. They could be really, I don't know, whatever, just let me know. Danielle, what's up? Levi, hey, you all sign up whenever you can. I'm sure we can find a time to get Levi back in and do some more lessons. Thanks for tuning in so late on a Tuesday night too, by the way. It's not actually maybe that late, but it is almost 9 o'clock. So yeah, great to see you guys here. And Leslie, that was fun. Thank you. Yes, you are so welcome. Yeah, definitely can do more of this type of thing. Even a follow-up session, if people want to hear more about this exact thing on another Tuesday, absolutely can do it. And David, yeah, thanks for tuning in, man. You've already got some of these tricks under your belt, my friend. Just got to spend the time to really get used to what you want to do. So, all right, let's call it a night there, folks. But Friday night, we're rocking out. We're playing Request Hour. Leslie, I've got that spiritual song for Aline and for Alice. I guess it's kind of for both, right? And let's see here for this Friday. What else do I have? I can't remember right now. Wow. Let's see. Do I have it written down? That'll be even cooler if I actually have it written down. We've got a few jazz standards. I'm going to sing a few tunes, play some John Cleary style stuff again. Leslie, that's for you. Mona, if you're still listening, let me know when you tune in. I'll play that Marshall Tucker song for you. So we've got about maybe 5 songs planned, and we need about another 5 requests. So if you want to hear something, just shoot me a message anytime. You can always, if you have my info, you can always do that. But the PayPal is actually, where is it? Oh, it's over here. The PayPal is my actual email, so you can always just drop a line there if you ever want anything. Yeah, otherwise, folks, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and we will see you soon. And actually, is it this Friday? No, it's next Friday. Next Friday is the Halloween stream, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to play a few different instruments, including the one that you see Dracula playing, which it's like, what the heck is that thing? I'll show you. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, again, thanks again. See ya all Friday.